fellow Toastmasters. Let's start with our small exercise. By the show of hands, how many of you think that you are smart?
And a fifth grader.
How many of you think that you have knowledge and experience at what you do? What about how many of you think that you're the best in the world? Yay! I'm not alone. I certainly think that I'm the best in the world. However, once in a while, I'm getting this. Letters in the mail. I appreciate the time and effort you took to complete our application process. I regret to inform you that you have not been selected for a position of... Wait a minute. What is this? I mean, why don't they see I'm the best they would ever get? Instead, what they're telling me in this letter is, no, you're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You are not worth it. You're not going to get it. Is this how we feel when we receive letters of rejection? How many of you have ever applied for a job and received such a letter? Well, everyone, pretty much. If you receive 1 or 2 and then you get accepted, then I believe it's fine. But let's say you're really trying hard and you receive 10 or 20 or 50. Let me share a secret with you. Since my time in Canada, I received 73 of such letters. Is there something wrong with me? Am I not good enough? Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. On the contrary, we are just fine. And in the next few minutes, I'll try to convince you that everything is right with us. And there are ways to treat the potential negative situation like a rejection in the way that it will actually benefit us in the long run. So let's face it, it's really hard to hear no for an answer, right? It hurts. It comes right to the bottom of our hearts. Sometimes we feel like people are judging us. Sometimes we feel that nobody appreciates our knowledge or skills, right? And it's really easy to just give up. But for some reason, we don't. It is fine to feel bad about a rejection. It is natural. But just don't feel too bad for too long. Instead, I suggest we look around for new opportunities and we treat the situation with a positive attitude because we are in control. Actually, a lot of people around us every day are rejected. And it's happening to everyone around us, probably everyone we know. So what I'm trying to say here, we are not alone. So, of course, we would prefer it won't happen to us, but if it does, so what? Most of the times, there are good reasons for a decision which has been made. And no doesn't mean that there is anything wrong with us. So we shouldn't take it personally. I'll just give you a quick example. Let's say an employer receives 5,000 equally good applications for a job. So they just need to make a decision. They just pick one randomly. Or, let's say you did learn that you were rejected because you were not up to the standard. It's not about our sense of self-worthlessness. It's about us experimenting and building on the experience and learning from this experience and developing our potential. So anytime when we get rejection, we should ask for feedback. Why did it happen? And we shouldn't be shy. Most of the times when we talk about application to a business school or for a loan, there is somebody on the other end of the phone who would readily talk to us. And we can ask for tips, we can ask for advice, what we can do next time to be successful. And genuinely, people are impressed with other people who want to build, who want to improve. So let's ask for feedback. This is very important. This is what Dan is always saying. This is how we grow, right? Remember, this is how we grow. And most importantly, we should try again. If that is something you really want, if this is important to you, this matters, we should go and try again, no matter how hard it feels. We should drive from the feedback, we should build on our experience, and we should try again. In most cases, it's appropriate. One exception that I know of, only one exception, is we cannot force love. Or maybe we can, I don't know. But
you can buy it.
But in most cases, when we think about jobs or applications, it's appropriate. This is the only way you move ahead. So in conclusion, I want to tell you a tale. Probably everyone is familiar with it. It's about an old man who owns an ass who fell into the well and couldn't get out. And this man thought, okay, I'm going to finish the suffering of this poor creature. He asked his neighbors to help him. They started hauling dirt into the well to put the animal out of the misery. The animal was hysterical, right? But then in some time, the ass just stopped hauling. They got curious, they looked over, and they saw an amazing thing. That ass, every time a hole of dirt hit its back, it just shook it off and stepped right on it, and came closer and closer to the surface. So the thing that was actually meant to bury it helped him out. And this is life, fellow Toastmasters. If we are not stuck thinking about bad things, if we treat the challenges that come to face us with positive attitude and without self-pity, without any kind of bad feelings about the rejection, and learn and build on the feedback and approach this stronger and wiser, we are gonna make it. So every time, next time you feel you get the letter of rejection, just shake it off and step up. Thank you.